Oh, that was terrible. Oh, God. Oh, God.
We'll try it again.
That's how we do it.
What's going on, YouTube? We are back in this bitch once again for another episode of the Four Brothers podcast. I am one of your hosts, TJ. I go by TJ with the shots. And the left of me, I have...
It is your boy, DJ ASAP Jubilant. And today's fun fact, let me actually re-pull it up here really quickly. Did you know that cuttlefish hypnotize their prey by flashing bands of color and light across their skin until they are close enough to attack? These waves are controlled by specialized pigment cells called chromatophores. So basically, they be hypnotizing their prey and be like, "Ow, bitch, gotcha." So
Also, they're poisonous to humans if you try to eat them.
they are very poisonous to humans. Yes,
That's crazy.
Well, now we know.
and that's fun facts with ASAP Juve.
To the right of me,
And it's your boy Adam, SS Jerdo. And it is I, Jacoby, a.k.a. your friendly neighborhood Snorlax. And fun fact, did you know that the 76ers sent Paul George to the Boston Celtics?
Stop talking about this shit, man. I don't want to hear it. This is not reality.
Paul George! Pandemic Paul George, baby!
Pandemic P.
Oh my
Come on
god.
now.
Real Celtics.
Podcast Paul. Y'all future all right, though. I'm good.
Yeah.
Just not now. Him and JT, crazy duo.
Crazy duo.
Not in a good way.
JT and PG. Hey,
I was so weak.
No.
But in any news, today we're going to jump into another current event that's actually got the internet and the gaming industry in an uproar. In the storm, I've been seeing debates, good, bad, ugly, you name it. But before we get into that topic, I need y'all to smash that like button like you smashing Square fighting Xemnas and Kingdom Hearts 2. If you know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know where you was going with
I
that.
thought I was about to say something else.
It's like, whoa.
Smashing these, huh?
Yeah, y'all wild. Get your mind out the gutter. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button, and I need y'all to leave a comment on what y'all think about what PlayStation is doing, because it is we are in the time now. We are approaching the time.
We in the end game.
We're in the end game where physical media is in danger.
Yup.
And what I'm getting at here, just recently, PlayStation announced physical disc production is ending in January 2028.
Yes, sir.
And any new games that are releasing on the PlayStation console will be only available digital. So,
Man.
because of that, also they mentioned if you got a P3 still and you still want to buy stuff on the PlayStation 3 and Vita web shop, they're closing that really soon as well.
As they should. If you got a PS3 in 2026.
Guy, come on now. That dropped
Yeah.
in 2006. It was 20 years ago.
Unless you're a collector.
Unless you're a
then it makes
collector.
sense.
Yeah.
But are you playing games on those collectible items?
You'd be surprised.
Depending if it's a game that's only available on the PS3 and not ported
Also
over
true.
to the 4 or 5, 4 or 5, then
I just seen a tweet where someone said if you got one of the first Infamous games, there was like a DLC that you could still get now, because if you don't get it now, you're never getting it at all. So for those that
crazy. They're
that-
going to eventually port it.
I mean, are they?
Are they?
Are they?
Where's the Call of Duty port?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's coming this month, but they ain't give us no date. They just said it's coming in July.
We're not worried about that right now. We worry about preserving physical media.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That
what we're here to
was-
talk
that was
about today in this
crazy.
episode. So, I personally am not a fan of this. Now, I know with the new PlayStation 6 coming out and whatever Xbox is doing, I knew we were going to approach the days where they're not going to do physical anymore and it's going to be mainly digital.
Mm-hmm.
But it just sucks to find out this is how they're going to go about it, especially in 2028, because we're already halfway through 26 right now. So,
Yeah.
from now and all of 2027 is all the time you have before they decide no more physical. The reason I am against this is because, one, we need to preserve physical media, because digital games, you don't own them.
That's the only thing I was
Sony
concerned
can
about.
literally wake up one day and say, we are revoking your license for you to play said game, or let's say this game had some deal with Mercedes or something, and Mercedes license deal went up, because that happened in a lot of older games, and that's why some of those games got delisted, because they couldn't sell them anymore since their licensing wasn't good anymore. That Sony can pull that, and they don't have to give you a reason why. They can just say, we don't want to do this anymore.
Yep.
And another reason is because, physical media, you never know if PlayStation goes down again or any other issues can happen. You don't have no way to access your games. You don't own nothing. And it's really come down to ownership. So I want to talk to my brothers today about their thoughts and what does the future look like in terms of how people will take this, good, the bad, the ugly. Adam, you said you have your thoughts about this. What was your reaction when you found the news out?
So honestly, like you were just saying, that's my biggest concern is the fact that you don't own the media. So like you said, they could just take it down at any time. I feel like before 2028, they have to come out with some reasoning or some way to soothe the people who have that fear, because otherwise that's going to cause a problem later down the line, because they can say, oh, we'll never take them away, and then take them away. So that's the biggest issue. Aside from that, that is the only gripe I have with this, because personally, I have a PS5 disc version and I've not bought one disc for that game.
That's crazy. Why you spend $500 for the disc version then?
Because the digital version was ugly to me.
Damn,
So
why
you like the actual attachment?
I feel like it wasn't like the real one. I feel like it was like the knockoff.
I'm weak.
I am
Personally. But I feel like it's just moving with the tide of time, because at the end of the day, most people, when you play a game, they're gonna download it on their system and play it that way anyway. The
Right.
physical discs are more so for a keepsake type thing. So I'm like, I get it. I don't have really an issue with it. I mean, people gonna still play the game. No one gonna stop buying games because you can't have a physical disc now. So I'm like, I don't really see a huge issue with it, because honestly, it saves them a lot of money, because it costs a lot of money to print out the games and put the disc on there. And problem with GTA 6, it's such a big game, it probably can't fit on one disc. It'll probably have to be like a 3-disc series, which costs a lot more money to produce.
They got the money.
And
They
they
can do
do.
it. They can
But
do it.
why waste money when you can sell it to people and get more money? So it's like,
So I should have asked this first. So for the rest of y'all, since Adam already said he mainly buys digital, I primarily buy most of my games physically. For y'all two, which method do y'all prefer buying y'all video games for y'all
I mean,
PlayStation?
I have a digital PS5, not for lack of not wanting a disc PS5, but just at the time that was just more available. But
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to have physical games, because I mean, I used to have a collection of it, so I think having the physical version is like nice in the aspect of like having a keepsake of like just seeing like all the games that you've played or have completed, and it's like a nice little like way to like look back and just like, damn, I played a fuckload of games. But at the same time, we are also like, we've been shifting into a digital, non-physical landscape for probably the past 4 or 5 years, if not longer at this point. So I'm not necessarily too surprised. I didn't think it would be 2028. I thought maybe after 2030 or so, because I kind of assumed that the PlayStation 6 would have had a disc component to the system. So for that, now that this may not look like the case, it's not confirmed for 100% sure. But again, like I think it's just I think it's a personal preference. I would like to have physical media, but at the same time, with the way that the industry has been moving, everything going digital, it makes sense. But it's also like I can see why people would be against it, especially like for like people like you, or people that just like to be collectors of things in general. That sucks for them.
Sir Lee?
Yeah. Jacob said a lot of the things I was going to say. I, too, have a digital PS5 just because that was the one that was available when I bought it. I do like to collect physical games, especially like a lot of times when you do buy the physical games, it comes with something else. Like, for example, GTA 5, I got the physical copy of that when it first dropped on the PS3. It came with a map. It came with like all type of extra collectible stuff. So like, I feel like that nostalgia piece is going to be gone if we go to all digital. Now, the other thing is, like I was saying to you in our skater chat about it, from their perspective, obviously they probably also thinking like, how can we cut costs and put more money in our pocket? It take a lot of money to produce a bunch of physical copies and then get all the programs trade over to from the computer to the disc and all that. And they probably like, shit, that's $2 billion we just saved to put in our own pockets right there. I might not agree with it, but if I had to take a guess, that's probably what they're thinking. And then from the consumer standpoint, I'm like, that sucks for sure, but can I still get the game? But now I'm also like, can I get the game, and am I able to keep the game? Because there's games I got in the library that they still there, but like with games getting bigger and bigger and bigger, eventually some of this shit just gonna have to go. And it's like, damn, if I had my physical copies, I could keep it, and then it's not going nowhere. But now it's like, I might have to get rid of some games I really, really like if I want to get some more games that I really, really like.
And see, that's one of my other issues with that. Like, I think people are going to end up spending more money on all digital. For one, a lot of games that they have that are physical and that's on the PlayStation Store, yes, you paying for the conveniency on the PlayStation Store to just download it. You have it. It's very straightforward. Like, I do like that. However, I found personally in my physical collection, I've been able to find most of the games that's on PlayStation for $70 for like almost, if not half the price, at least more discount. And I know people will argue, well, you have the PlayStation Summer Sale and the Black Friday. Yeah, that's true. And sometimes you can catch a good deal. However, again, you don't own it. You're just paying for it to just have it. And then on top of that, most of the time, I'm still able to get the game physically much cheaper. Like right now, I'm looking to get Astrobot next, and that's like $40 on Amazon. PlayStation still want the whole $80, $70 for that game.
Yep.
I'm not paying that, bro. I'm not trying to spend that. Also, when the new console comes out, or whenever they make the P6, you know, since it will be all digital, think about this. Y'all gonna spend more money on the games. You better hope they even put enough storage on that console. Let's talk about that.
Oh, they're not going to.
Because if they don't, then that's gonna make people have to spend more money on hard drives if you don't have one already.
Guess who's going to be selling them? Sony. It's just like with Apple with the chargers.
Bro.
We used to get the box and the charger. Now we only get the wire. Why? Because now they want you to spend more
See,
money on
and
the
I'm
product.
not fucking with it. I don't like
That's
that.
reality, bro. Everything's behind a paywall
This
now.
just might be my.
Ooh.
This just might be my brain being stupid and lack of knowledge, but I feel like games would still be relatively the same size, whether it's a physical version or the digital version. Like I unless my brain is just not processing correctly, but it's just like a game could still be 100 gigabytes on a disc as opposed to a digital version. Am I tripping on that?
No, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only thing is with the disc, for a disc to hold that much memory, it requires them to create a new disc that holds that much memory. Because even back in the day, games weren't that big, but there were still games that were multi-disc. And nowadays, it ain't no telling how many discs it take.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they can make it work. Like I know
Yeah,
the argument
this
y'all
game-
saying certain, and not every game is this super huge GTA level game. Like we have to
For
think about
sure,
that
for sure.
because we know GTA is going to be big as shit. We know that, but outside of like that and maybe Call of Duty,
Those
like
are the
in
exceptions.
Battlefield maybe like it's like a select few games where you're gonna have to be required to put multiple.
God
like,
of War
you know,
might be. Kingdom Hearts might be.
Nah,
Now,
God of
we'll
War could be
say-
one disc, bro.
It can be.
Ragnarok, I have physical Ragnarok.
I do
It's one
too.
disc.
But
Now, I
that's-
will say,
that's
with the physical disc, one pro that the digital has over them, you can fuck up a physical disc in a game not work no more.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not
that's
taking
a,
care
that's
of
a
it.
big
That's
thing
true.
that can happen with those.
I don't know what you're doing.
And on the
but-
bright side, they did say they're still going to release the games in retail stores, so they may still have the collections where you can get like the GTA map, or you can get the extra stuff on the
Yeah, but
outside
it's
by
gonna
going.
be
But it's just going to be a download
Download code, which is like,
Right.
what am I buying this for? I can just do it here.
yeah, at that point, I might
But
as
you
well
don't get
just-
the extra stuff that you would get from getting the case and all of that extra stuff.
Then what
I
am
don't want a
pre-ordering it
case
for?
with just the code. I want the game.
a lot more sentimental with physical media.
It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
is.
it's
It
someone-
definitely
No,
is.
for sure.
Facts,
Of course.
you know?
For sure.
Come, gone. That all that about the. It's
And
not gonna
GameStop
matter,
is
bro.
already on his last leg. If you
Man.
don't talk about it.
Oh, Yeller, he already.
So now,
already on his last leg, like you said.
with that being said, because this is a question I have because because obviously now that they're announcing that with them going to digital in the near future, obviously the price of disc are going to jump up. Do
Yup.
you think that that will translate for people that have the digital version? Because I didn't know this until like 2 weeks ago that I could buy the disc drive for my PS5 and attach it to the side of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But so before I answer that, that's what I would prefer they would do. Give people the option still. If you want to go primarily digital, still give the consumer the option to get physical disc or the game. But when you eliminate that just outright and just say our way or the highway, so be it.
I mean,
You
they
know,
would
if you
be
really wanna
operating
play
at a
these
loss.
games.
That's the only issue.
They're not losing no money.
They are, because they're wasting the money on the production of that physical disc when everybody will still buy the game digital. regardless.
Obviously, if this many people are having a uproar about it, that shows you there are still people that care about it. And I say that to say y'all could still do, whether it's a limited quantity run of physical.
I
You
will-
know,
I
like
would
there's
accept
days
that.
around
They
it.
should definitely
You
do
know what I'm
that.
saying? Like,
Do like a
obviously-
limited edition.
Like,
type
yeah,
Yeah, like
situation.
y'all could push the digital more, but like let's say y'all make a P6 that still have the disc drive. Don't sell me no disc drive attachment. Just make it the same way y'all did the P5.
Again.
There's a digital and then there's a disc version. And then if y'all want to reduce the amount of the physical, since y'all want to push more digital, still you giving the consumer option. And then if y'all see more
Now-
people are selling them out, then increase it. Y'all know y'all have a demand, and if it's not there,
But you know what they gonna say? Are you gonna buy the game or not?
Bruh,
You gonna play it or not?
You
See-
forgetting about corporate greed. They
Right,
gonna
that's
sell
why
it.
I'm
That's
not,
anyway.
I'm not agreeing with that.
But to be honest, in
gotta agree
in
with
that
them.
nature, I think it's the truth, and that's what I'm saying. Because like to me, in that
I'm not
nature,
caping for these corporations.
I see from a production standpoint, from a company, I see them losing more money having to take the time to get the resources to make a digital and a physical disc version of the console. I wouldn't say necessarily. I wouldn't say that because like you said, they're not losing that much money having to produce discs for games. I think where the real caveat is, it's still it's still a cost, but unless it's like, to me, there are not many titles where people are like going out in droves to buy this specific title of the game. GTA is like one of those exceptions.
Yeah.
But in a situation where the company has to prioritize, okay, if I'm going to spend this money, I would rather spend the money making the disc or versus two different versions of the same console. I feel like they would rather just spend the money and make the disc anyway.
See, how they really sell the disc, aside from selling to the customers, they sell bulk to the stores. That's why the stores end up having the discounts, because at the point it's like, they're not going to buy it for this full price. Let's cut the price down so we can at least make some of our money back. Because obviously they're going to get the game at a discount because they're buying it in bulk. But it's like, buying it in bulk isn't really helping the company when they can just slash that away and still make the same money they're going to make.
That helps the consumer like me.
But they don't care about you.
That's
That's the problem.
Stop caping for these niggas.
We not caping. This is
not
not
caping,
reality.
it's just true.
It's the truth, but I hate it, and I don't accept the truth. But
Wow,
I don't agree with the whole. Yes, it is a cost for them to produce the. They got the money. Y'all know how much money they
They
make.
don't want to
It's not a-
spend
it's not a-
it.
I
it's
don't
not the
care
fact
that
that
when
they
they gonna
have the
spend
money.
that shit like they been doing.
It's like,
Now niggas in
why-
Miami and
should
shit.
I take a $5 million profit or make people happy? I'm going to take the $5 million profit. Easily.
I don't. Again,
Listen, y'all gonna be happy till they start taking y'all shit away, and y'all gonna be salty when y'all.
And that's why I
own it.
said they have to put
Y'all
in
gonna
some
be
sort of
happy till
caveat
they.
there.
What? Guess what? No refund.
I'm not happy.
You're not getting your
I'm
money
not
back if
happy
they pull
about
a
this
game.
situation now, but again, we have to live in reality, bro.
Yeah, it's
corporate greed.
we don't got a
That's what
choice.
We because it's either you gonna deal with the digital shit or you just gonna stop playing the game.
Just get a
overall.
PC at that point.
Which I mean, even then,
No, we don't want to start that PC.
Steam Decks is $1,000.
Who said it had to be a Steam Deck?
All right.
You can
And
get
that
a
ain't
gaming
even PC.
laptop.
That's a whole separate
That's
entity.
a whole thing.
I mean, that's technically his PC.
I mean, it's not like your own PC console. It's basically
Fair.
their own. They made their version of a console for PC shit.
Fair, but regardless, though, it's getting a little ridiculous.
It's
all the
ridiculous.
way.
Let me go
It's
back to
just streaming
Jacob.
with
Let me go
gaming.
back to Jacob's question. So remind me, you has asked about the physical shit, right? Like
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. We got into a whole other tangent.
I know we went on a whole tangent,
But I mean,
no,
like,
that's cool. That's cool.
But I mean, to me, it's just like, I didn't get me wrong. I think with this situation, there are pros and cons to it. I think the biggest con is just the time frame, because like you said, we're halfway through 2026. 2027 that's just 1 year, and then we're right in 2028, and they're talking about stopping production at the literal start of 2028. So it's just like you said, there's not that much time, and it's just like when you look between now and 2028. There's way too many games that are coming out that will have a physical disc that I think if anything, this might be reverse psychology from Sony.
I can
This
see that
might
too.
be a way of just like, hey, we're not getting enough physical disc sales. Let's do a feint of we're gonna go to digital only to see if that increases the demand for physical discs. If they see a significant increase, then I think that they'll delay the discontinuation of making physical discs until about 2030 or a little bit later after that. If they don't see the significant jump that they want to, then they're just gonna be like, all right, fuck it, we ain't got no choice. Go ahead and make all this shit digital.
Another thing, I think they're trying to
Right.
force the other companies to follow suit as
Oh,
well.
they definitely gonna.
Because if they
Xbox
don't
is already
follow
talking about
suit,
doing
then
that.
they'll actually lose sales because people are like, oh, Xbox still got this, so I'm going to get an Xbox now. So that can definitely backfire on them. But I do see 2028 being a good window because that's the start of the new presidency, ushering in a new era of the United States because we'll be
guess.
done with fucking Trump.
No, we won't. That's
Wow,
the beginning of
that's
the
a
year. We
whole
gotta wait
other
till the
thing.
end of the year for the election.
Well,
Yeah, he's right.
When you get to the political side of things, man, it's gonna get,
that's
a
the
whole
very
other
really
thing,
like-
dog.
To me, but yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. There are pros and cons to this, but it's just like, it really just comes down to, I think to me, it's just going to come down to personal preference. Because again, even though I have a digital only PS5, will I think about maybe going out and getting the disc attachment for my system? Maybe. Because again, like I said, certain games that are going to be coming out in the near future there are going to be a few games that I would like to have a physical copy of. Just like you said, just for the nostalgia or just for the collectorism in me. But I also think that also kind of goes to, even with physical disc games that are coming out now, we're seeing a lot less physical game bundles as opposed to, hey, if you pre-order this digitally, we'll give you all this extra content on top of it.
Yeah.
And that justifies, like you said, that kind of justifies them being able to take a game and keep it at full price here, whereas maybe after a year or so, the same game you could probably either go to Amazon or GameStop or wherever and get it for like $30-$40 less, depending on the game.
Yeah.
Unless it's Nintendo, because they don't use value.
Now y'all gonna spend like 100, 200 on the Super Ultimate Edition digitally just for cosmetics and costumes.
Yeah.
And
Again, stuff you don't own technically, you just have it for that account. And God forbid somebody rage and want to try to get your PlayStation account banned. Guess what? You have no access to your games at all no more.
Yeah.
Gotta make a whole new account, fresh, buy them games again. Ain't no refund.
Wait, but let me ask you something. So, like, what you did to...
Hey, we ain't got to talk about it.
No, I understand that. But when you did that, say they tell you did, go this route.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have had to...
He couldn't play.
He can't play them.
He couldn't play certain
because
games.
the game,
After the deadline,
Kale, you don't own the game. The games are tied to your account. So if your account gets banned or hacked, whatever reason, and you can't get back into your PlayStation account,
Can't play the games.
you can't play the games. You have
See-
to make another account and
Yeah.
download the games to it.
It's basic, but
Actually,
So
it
those
happened to
couple
my
days
little
he
cousin.
couldn't play.
right.
Yeah.
I'm saying after those couple days, he can be this. Can he get?
But you
Well,
gotta think
it
though, that
depends
was
on the
only the
ban.
first time because that ban was for a week. But there's bans that last for years.
Yeah, it could be a
And there's
lifetime
perma
ban.
bans.
Yeah,
I get-
there's
that
perma
happened-
bans.
People
in the
will-
digital version,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
physical, that's human man.
Yeah, you have physical. You
Yeah.
just put the game in and still play it.
digital version is just like leasing.
Because you
it's just like
own the
leasing a car.
physical game.
Yeah, that happened to my little cousin, my older cousin, who is his uncle. God love him. He was over there playing the game on his PSN account, and my older cousin, this nigga's a ridiculous human being. So he was just in there going off on kids, whoever,
no.
and he got little bruh's account banned for like life. So he had to come up with a new one.
That's
And like all them games, everything. That's it. You got to start
More
over from ground
money.
zero.
Spend more money.
So yeah,
They
man.
said play nice.
But I will say, because Jacob made me think about something else that we also have not talked about, as far as like having the option to like buy the disc and stuff. We always been talking about future games. We ain't even talked about backwards compatibility and shit for real.
Yeah.
Like if I got something from a PS4 or a PS3 game that I want to try to play, now that's damn near cooked too. Unless I get.
But I
a
mean,
disc.
PS5 got backwards compatibility with
Barely.
Yeah, but now I gotta
Barely.
pay that extra for the PlayStation Ultra Plus or whatever, just to maybe have access if they put it on there.
Xbox
And it's still
backwards
digital.
compatibility is better.
I mean, yes, but I'm not gonna lie. Even and again, this is just from me having the digital version. I feel like the concept of backwards compatibility has already been slowly phasing out.
Yeah.
We just don't.
Only
think,
for
we just-
Sony, really though.
yeah.
So we got emulators.
Yep. Well, to Jacob's point, like it's phasing out because now they want you to streamline all the games. So it's like, oh, you want to go back and play God of War or Ratchet and Clank on your PlayStation? Well, pay for PlayStation Plus, whatever it's called. Spend more money for the subscription, and then we will allow you to stream the games. So you still need to have a good Wi-Fi connection. You still got to be online to play
Still
them.
gotta have that membership.
Still gotta have membership, and you don't own it, and you're spending more money to play old games. Whereas I have these old games that I can physically and just it'd be dope if I could play them on here, or at least the console before, or whatever, or like you know what I mean. So that's the issue, and I think that's what your question was about. Was like with this change happening, what this physical media looks like moving forward. Honestly, if you already play physical games or you have it, keep them. Because
I mean,
at this point, or wait to see what happens. Because at this point, it's a lot of those games, certain games might really go up. Because there's games even from the P3 days. Like I know you talked about Transformers Fall for Cybertron. That's a rare game now because it's delisted. You can't. It's hard to find.
Sad.
Or like the Deadpool games, Spider-Man Webs of Shadows.
Yeah.
Like these were games that had licensings that you cannot download or buy online. You have to have it physically. So because of that, the games cost a lot more money now physically if you want to go back and play those games. So me personally, me Nuna Slime Ball, I will be getting Wolverine physically. I will be getting Phantom Blade physically if they have it. I would have got GTA 6 physically, but they already let people know they're not doing physically. So
Which is
Yeah.
I have no choice but to buy just the $80
It's not that
version.
crazy.
I'm not spending $100
not that
for
crazy.
stuff that
That's
should
not
have already
worth
been in the
$100.
game.
It's not that crazy.
You know,
it's not, but it's just
It's
What?
not
we
that.
just getting old, bro. Like
He'll say he was saying that GTA 6 not having a physical disc and it being a digital version only game, he said it was crazy. And to me, it's just
huge
like
game.
it's not that crazy.
They can do it.
I don't.
I'm not
You know what's funny?
Name a game that big that had a disc.
You know what's
GTA 5.
It ain't nowhere near
Nah,
as
it wasn't
big
that
as
big.
GTA 6.
It was not that big.
I can't speak on. I would say.
probably one of the more recent Call of Duties.
I'll say either
Not
recent
even.
Call of Duty,
But we don't even
maybe
know-
Battlefield.
We don't even know the official. We don't even know the official gigabyte download size
That's
for
very
GTA
true
6.
as well.
I'm not going.
Well, we know it's
I
gonna
got-
be fat.
I got
as
Final
fuck.
Fantasy
See-
7 Rebirth, and that game is big as shit. And it came with 2 discs. It came with a download disc and the game itself. They can do it. I promise you, they can do it.
But that's production for 2 separate discs. When I
Right.
just give it all to you on digital.
And that's again, like we said, all of this shit is coming down to corporate greed. at the
Dog,
end
y'all
of the
about
day.
to buy
Yeah.
GTA 6 for the P5 just
Who's
to have to
y'all?
re-download it for the P6.
Well, I would.
They're about to do the
I
same
would
thing
hope-
with GTA because GTA
Yeah,
on
'cause
PS3,
it's gonna be around for 13
PS4,
years.
PS5. They're gonna do the same thing.
I would
bro.
hope that they would at least
Hope.
be able. Hold on,
Hope.
boy. I would hope that if I get a PS6, I could just be like, okay, let me just port my account over, and then everything just be on.
That
the
ain't about to
library.
happen, big dog.
I know.
That ain't about
Even
to
if
happen,
you
big
do,
dog.
I mean, they kind of did it
they
like
would
that with
need
the
to-
PS4.
They would need to do the opposite. But well, I guess they're gonna do. No, what they're gonna do is they're gonna do the super version or the definitive version of GTA
Yeah.
6 for the P6.
Probably.
And it's gonna be all the upgraded, all the stuff that it should have been
It's
in there
gonna
the
be
first
more
time.
clear.
But
Now, I
it's
will
gonna,
say, but they did offer like a lot of the games that they did that with. If you have the old version, they allowed you to get the free upgrade.
okay.
With the
would hope
GTA
so.
5, I literally just seen the option the other day.
Hold on now, because I'm gonna cut you off, but I know Nintendo kind of sets the
Nintendo.
standard. No, stay with me now. There are a lot of Switch 1 games that already came out, and now with the Switch 2, they're like, oh, if you want to get the Switch 2 version and play the definitive, it's like an extra $20.
See, that's crazy.
But guess what? I bet you, like you said,
They've already
companies are
started.
gonna follow suit.
They already started doing that.
They're gonna just follow. They're gonna be, oh yeah, you want to play the P6 version of GTA 6? You can keep playing the P5 version on your P6 for free, or give us a little more money and you can play the even better experience.
They've
I'm
already,
calling it.
nigga.
I know
I'm calling
that.
it.
I know for a fact that they've
keep
already.
saying
it.
I know for a fact they've already done this because I've had to do this on 3 separate occasions. When I had to get the PS5 version of Dragon Ball Z Fighters, they charged me $10 to do the upgrade for that.
They
when
charge?
It was like 10.
When they did this,
charged.
they did the same thing for I think one of the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 ports. When I had to go from PS4 to PS5 for that, and
It's not even
Spider-Man
DLC.
in Spider-Man Miles Morales, it was like a $5 upgrade from the PS4 version to the PS5 version. So they've already started doing this. They already started doing this, and you are in just from those, except for Fighters and Kingdom Hearts. Spider-Man, Sony title.
Sony
So I
title,
think it
come
could
on
say,
now.
especially with, and I think that's to me that's going to be the key because again they said for this announcement they said for any Sony Direct games I think this is gonna, I think like I said this is just the start like
This is
they've
the
already
start.
been slowly phasing it in but I think to 2028 is going to be like the major shift. So and then it's also and then also you have to consider when you're trying to get those games over because you also have to think PS5 already says now unless you have the Sony verified extended storage or the internal component,
I sure don't.
PS5 games cannot be saved naturally to an extended hard drive.
Yeah, they can't. Well, I have one that's not made by Sony, but it still works.
It still works, but you can't play that. I have to physically port that back over from the hard drive to the system in order to even play it.
That's
my
why
first
get
hard
ready
drive
to do
only
that with
have
the PlayStation
PS4
6
games,
because
though.
it ain't gonna have enough memory. With these
that's-
games,
again,
it ain't gonna
unless
have
you
enough
get-
memory. I'm
Now,
telling
one
you.
thing I do
version?
hope for the one hard drive I do have, I hope I can just take it out and put it in my PS6.
I hope you can.
So there's no reason why.
I hope you can.
Corporate
I got
greed,
that
bro.
2
I keep
terabytes.
telling y'all.
Again, I hope.
There should be no
I hope
reason.
you can.
There should be no reason why you shouldn't. But would I be surprised if they said that you can't?
Hell
Not at
no.
all.
They're gonna make it's like a
They're gonna
new
sell
version.
Different sized systems depending on what you want to pay for.
That too.
But you'll still be able to buy internal storage.
Because what are they at now as far as storage wise? A terabyte or 2 terabytes?
No,
Like,
that's not the standard. The standard
How
is
much
like
the PS5 Pro come with?
600.
It's like, yeah.
I have the base P5 physical, and that shit was a terabyte,
yeah, I
but
think-
you only get like 800 some gigabytes.
After the system.
I'm definitely already
I can
at the.
definitely check it.
I be having
about
the
to
league
say,
games,
hold
the
on.
half games. Not you checking me.
I mean, I might as well.
I'm already here.
We here, right?
Oh, you check? Are you checking on the app?
I need
The PlayStation 5 Pro comes with a built-in 2 terabyte hard drive.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
The
so,
Pro.
yeah, I
The
have
Pro,
up to.
which they again. Hold on, I forgot to talk about this too.
It came with 800. I
They
think.
just raised the price on the P5.
Yeah, mine's
They
a
did.
67.2 gigabytes. That's how much I got.
After the system forge and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So he almost, GTA gonna eat up most of that. You gonna have to get rid of some.
everything's gone after.
You know
that.
what I'm
do
saying?
you mean?
And again, they just raising the price on the consoles, bro. Like the P6 is gonna probably cost almost a band, $700 when it first dropped.
Yeah.
It costs what, $5 for this one?
Yeah, I won't get it when it
Six
first
now.
dropped, though. I ain't
$6
gonna-
now. That's what I'm saying. What up? The Pro is like
That don't
$800
make
now.
sense to me. Like, why would they increase the price?
Tariffs.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
forgot
they
about
about the
that
tariffs,
shit.
though.
It partially is the
It's part of
and
it.
they're competing because now with Nintendo with the Switch 2 going up on the price, they have to compete. So
Yeah.
now that Microsoft, they raised their price on the Xbox Series,
Yeah, 'cause I
and
think
then
that's supposed to
PlayStation
be
raised their
like-
price.
Who playing
Everything's getting more
Xbox?
expensive, bro. And Xbox, I seen a tweet where what they're thinking of doing, they're gonna remove physical, but they're gonna have a drive or something where people can take their physical games and convert them digitally. At least they're like an answer, but I'm still not really
Like
sold
a CD
on it.
burner type shit.
Type shit. That based on
So we just recycling old technology. Okay.
yeah.
There's gonna have to be some big changes for the PS6, so they're gonna do a lot of different things.
Can I ask y'all this at least? And to his comment, do y'all feel like the PlayStation 5 era was like worth it? Do y'all feel like we really experienced the P5 like how you remember the P3 or even the P2 era, even the P4? Do you feel like the P5 era from 2020 to now has been justified?
Yeah.
The P5 came
You
out
gotta
in
think,
the
it
middle of
came out-
COVID.
Yeah, it came out like
November,
late 2020,
like
yeah.
November 2020.
Yep.
I would say it does have that same impact. It just we feel it different because we're adults now. So we
It's
don't.
also only been 6 years technically.
Yeah.
Whereas it's been over 10 for the PS4.
I disagree.
Because I've heard the argument of some people feeling like this generation has been kind of
I mean, it wasn't
Based
really a
on-
competition. It was all PS5. Nobody gave a fuck
Xbox
about the
did not compete,
Xbox.
So I
No.
think that might be
No.
the reason.
But some people argue even the games too. They feel like some of the games that came out for the P5 exclusively. That's what I'm
Hey,
asking.
these PS5 attempts have been crazy.
Come on now.
Jacob, what's your thought?
I kind of understand what you're saying, and I disagree with the common consensus.
Okay.
I think that I like while don't get me wrong, while the PS5 from like a technological standpoint has been like revolutionary and like done some amazing things, I think like in terms of like a culturally impact, I don't think it hit the same like a PS3 or even a PS4 was kind of lackluster to a degree, but I don't think it has the same oomph, just simply because when you look at, like I said, when you look at PS2, when you look at PS3, even PS4 to a degree, Microsoft literally always was able to have their own version of a console to be like a competitor or a rival. With PS5, they didn't have that. So, like Adam said, Sony just kind of took over and just steamrolled shit. And while that was good for Sony, it just kind of like left the lack of just like, oh, there's no PS5. There were no. A lot of people weren't able to have the argument of console wars. Like console wars kind of just stopped. Console wars stopped becoming a concept at that point when the PS5 come out.
and
Because
when
like Adam
crossplay
said,
became more
yeah,
popular
like
too.
like I said, crossplay, the PS5 not having a true competitor rival console. It's just like PS5 did hit, but I think it was just like because that was just like the only console that kind of controlled and monopolized the gaming industry for a majority of the time. It's just like, damn, all right,
We really used to pray for times of crossplay.
I
Yeah.
did, bro.
yeah.
And now we got it. It's like,
You see what I'm saying? It just like so like
Yeah,
don't get me
we gotta
wrong,
remember
I think
people was flipping P5s for a band when they first
That's,
dropped.
and
Yeah.
that is actually what I was gonna follow with. A part of the reason that I feel like it has been kind of because when P5s first came out, it was almost impossible to get them. So people was like, I'm not even gonna worry about this shit right now. You feel me? Like they wasn't as available. Then you had to go through all these hoops to get them. So
Yeah.
people really wasn't even getting them for real till like 2022.
Yeah,
And that's if
yeah.
you get your the second version of it. Then they dropped the Pro. Niggas was like, for what? Then
They always do that.
yeah, and then people was like, okay, like I got mine in like 2024, and it's like, okay, cool. I'm glad I finally got it now.
I'm thinking out loud.
Yeah, but-
I get mine at 24.
Yeah, I think you got yours for I did like a month or
Yeah.
so. But yeah,
at the end
it
of
was just
23
almost
or
impossible to
24.
get. And then it's like sometimes when you finally get something, it's like, I wanted this so bad, and now it's just still this thing.
That's kind of how I feel. That like
Okay.
Like I still like it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's like I remember how geeked up I was when my pops bought me that PS4 for my dorm. Like
Yeah.
I was elated because I had my PS3 for so long. It was like I can only do so much, bro. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. This game, this shit getting stupid.
It's getting
This
crazy,
corporate
man.
shit getting stupid.
money, everything's going up, but my pockets. Y'all trying to force
Gaming is
people.
an expense.
Y'all trying to force people to partner up early so they can start having quote unquote disposable income for their hobbies and all this shit. And sometimes people don't want to do that shit, man. So yeah, that's all that shit. It's an agenda they pushing, brothers.
They are pushing.
We
this,
gotta
but keep
lock
your
in.
mind-
Open
or
your
not
third
open,
eye.
Let me ask this and we'll wrap. So in closing, what do y'all think with this change coming? What do y'all think 10 years from now, or just in the future, what it'll look like? I think obviously more people would just accept this digital mainly. I think the physical games will probably be up in value. Certain games, obviously, I think the value will be up on a lot of games, and I think people will just accept it until Sony does, or something happens with Sony, or someone fucks up where they can't access their said game that they bought, something like that, and Sony's gonna be like, "Big whoop, want to fight about it? Oh well."
Honestly, I can't call it because 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to predict that they would move like this. But a lot of shit can happen in 10 years. So 10 years from now, we'll probably be at the end of the PS6's cycle, leading towards the PS7. So it's no telling where that can go.
That sounds crazy.
Dude, that's
but
the
we already
shit.
have 5.
I'm saying. So it's hard to
We
call
old.
because it's no telling where next year is going to take us when it comes to digital media and all types of shit. So streaming took over in a matter of 10 years or less.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not even
So everything's going to go towards that even more.
Preserve physical media. I'm gonna keep saying.
Honestly, I was seeing something online that's saying the best form of physical media now is vinyls. That's the only thing that keeps its value.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So
Vinyl
right
collector
now-
here. It's been fun. Y'all should join
I want to, but
when you got the money for
it'd
it.
be timing for me because I got so much shit I want to go back and buy. So it's like
I mean,
that's
you got a good list of
that's
stuff
a
to
whole
look for.
extent.
Have your
expense.
$30 to $50 put aside for each one.
That's what I'm saying.
Minimal.
crazy.
Jacob,
Realistically, in a decade from now, shit, I would
40.
I would assume that physical media.
Why say that?
I would assume that physical media in terms of gaming might be a thing of the past. Potentially, that's
Like
an option,
cartridges?
huh?
Yeah.
I said like cartridges.
It could be a thing. It could literally be a thing of the past. Unless there's some other way that people find a way to make physical gaming that is more cost effective across the board and across the spectrum.
What you got idea? What if they switch from CD and it to just like selling?
You gotta speak up. You gotta speak up.
What if they switch from CD to selling you a hard drive of that game?
That's fucking dumb.
I wouldn't be mine at a hard drive.
It'd
At
be
least I
like
have
another
the
version
game.
of physical media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having a hard drive. Yeah, you still have the game if it's on a hard drive.
Like you said, like Call of Duties.
Sell
Like
on a
an
USB.
actual. So this is my question because I'm gonna let you finish. But like, are you meaning like an actual flat, like a hard drive,
One you could like plug in though.
or like an actual,
Or like a USB.
or like an actual like a flash drive?
like a flash drive type.
Oh, you
See,
want a fast?
but-
That's gonna
but-
cost.
But it would be like 'cause new age shit, like not like a CD, but it would be on like the USB type drive.
Should
So like a
USBs
converter.
even be relevant
You can
in
switch
10
out
years?
Everything about the USB-C.
And you can
Will it?
store on it.
I mean, yes, but no. Because see, if they go that route, then to most consumers at that point, it would. And it's funny because we just had this conversation the other day. If you try to go the flash drive route with putting games on flash drives, then at that point, what stops you from just getting a PC?
Not only that,
Because it's just like because it's just like I hear what you're saying. Like that's a good idea, but you also have to think: is Sony or Microsoft really going to make a console that accepts multiple flash drives in it? Whereas you could just be like, just go buy a PC and plug in whatever flash drive you want and go from there.
And the problem with that, to add his point, is piracy. Because
Yeah.
if they get on a hard
I didn't
drive,
even think about
people
that.
could probably copy the game and just start bootlegging it to other people. And the corporation's definitely not gonna like that.
Yeah.
But we
Not
didn't
to
tell you
mention
to sell the
hackers go
Southern
crazy.
Seas.
Because at that point, you'd basically just be the only way that could possibly work is if every flash drive or USB key, whatever they make, it'd have to be hard locked.
Yeah.
And you'd have to like once you get the flash drive, you'd have to basically call into Sony to be like, hey, here's this activation code, unlock this flash drive so that I can plug this up into the whatever device that I have to even play that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be another.
That's what I'm saying. Like they can make something that's just specific for the system.
But they don't want to. That's gonna cost money when I could just tell
Even
you
if they
download this shit.
But like you said, even if
I'm not. That's
but like he
But I want to.
but I mean like that's still a good idea. But like even at that point, those type of drives that can be easily manipulated in copy. There's literally I'm not gonna lie. They would have to like I said the calling into like Sony to have them activate that. They would have to have a foolproof system like that in order to ensure that that their games aren't getting pirated over. Because if they don't have that in place, like it ain't nothing for them to go take a flash drive that I just bought, plug it up into my PC. Next thing you know, boom. You want to copy the game?
okay.
Give me 25 and I can get you that shit right now.
Come on,
It's nothing to do that.
Technology
And
advances.
at that point,
they're gonna keep up.
and at that point,
They're gonna keep up.
Sony losing more money
They lose, yeah.
putting out games than they are getting back from people buying the games.
They said you can't
At that
pirate
point-
digital.
Yeah.
Come on.
So like that's a good idea,
they'll find a
but
way
there's a lot
around
of
somehow
caveats
They
to
take it
that.
back
It is a lot of caveats.
because y'all own it.
But
I don't know, man. At the
I'll
end
take
of the
copies
day,
before
I
then.
just feel like we just, again,
future just advances and technology just finds a way to keep advancing. And at some point, bro, we just gotta adapt with it. And it's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
we're all forced
And
to adapt.
I hate that again. I won't have the option, even though I don't have the option now. But even to just think about it, if I wanted like a collector's item or for something like that, that is just not gonna be the same thing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I know we only talking about video games, but again, the digital era is affecting a lot of stuff. They only keep the movies in theaters for 2 weeks now before they hit streaming platforms.
Yep.
I can't.
That's
When was the
fucking
last time
fair.
you bought a physical movie or a physical album?
I mean, I buy vinyl, so I can't talk.
It's been a while.
I'm talking about like a CD, Blu-rays. Yeah, so like
I never really.
it's been happening.
But for people that are big into movies, because again, with even streaming services, let's say you really want to watch said movie, they might not have it, or you got to pay for 5 different subscriptions just to find the one movie you want to watch. If you own the movie, you can watch it whenever you want.
Do cars even have disc changers anymore? That's not an old car.
Nope. My radio
Most
also
of them
happened.
are like
I don't have
Bluetooth.
one. A lot one. Yeah, they don't.
I got a 2014, so I still got CD.
Yeah.
Okay, still the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah.
No, so
Everything's
yeah, bro.
streamlined.
Again, we just slowly
Preserve
making our way
physical media.
Buy your CD players, your vinyl record players, your physical systems.
Yeah.
If you want to have physical media, get on it now before it's gone.
Because get ready for the age, you won't own shit.
Yeah.
And they can do whatever they want with it.
We already in that age, damn near.
Yeah.
But it's just going to hit even harder. So leave a comment below. Let us know what y'all think. Do y'all think PlayStation's making a good move? Do y'all think this is the time for goodbye to all physical games and PlayStation's catalog moving forward? Or do you think they should still leave the option? Other than that, please hit a like button, comment, subscribe.
We are at 236 subscribers.
Come on.
We 14 away from 250.
14.
Come on.
Share it to your
Come on.
people.
Trying to go up.
Come on.
Share it to your friends, your family, your
We
neighbors.
almost there. We almost there, man. Come on.
We
lock
getting
in,
there.
gang.
And Jacob, and always.
As always, protect y'all peace. Y'all stay safe, stay cool out here. This heat wave is
Hot
fucking
as
crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like
Other than that, we'll catch y'all on the next
after you
one.
Play it for so long.
It's the
And we out. The jet engines be turning on.